Once upon a time, in the quaint but slightly peculiar town of Oddington, lived Dave, the man whose job was as bizarre as his name was ordinary. Dave was a professional queue stander. Yes, that's right. He stood in lines for those who preferred sipping coffee over elbowing strangers. But Dave was not your average queue stander. He was the creme de la creme of queue standing, renowned for his ability to endure endless waits without so much as a sigh. Now, it so happened that the most sought-after queue stander event of the year was almost upon the town, the no-reason sale at Oddington's famed Everything Emporium. The annual extravaganza, where people lined up to buy everything they never needed at prices that hinted they never should. Dave was hired by Mrs. Poppinsworth, a lady with an impressive hat collection and a matching sense of urgency in everything, except for standing in queues. Mrs. Poppinsworth handed Dave an exhaustive list comprised of things like purple spotted socks and a gold-plated carrot peeler. Dave took his position at the end of the impossibly long queue with gravitas that rivaled a Buckingham Palace guard. But an unexpected twist lay in store for Dave. As the doors swung open, a gust of wind sent everyone's hats flying, revealing that Mrs. Poppinsworth, the mightiest hat wearer in Oddington, had hired not just Dave, but every professional queue stander she could muster. Determined not to suffer from a shortage of purple spotted socks, she duplicated herself across endless queues. Pandemonium unfolded. Queue standers perched at various strategic locations disappeared into the store like they'd tunneled underground. Dave, however, was undeterred. He casually waited in the queue as though there were hundreds extra, content with missing the first wave of frenzied shoppers. As the crowd surged and depleted like tides, Dave found himself at last at the counter. In his reserved way, he picked up all that Mrs. Poppinsworth desired. But to Plenty's relief, nobody needs really everything had a swift comeuppance with both Dave and Mrs. Poppinsworth realizing they could return most of it for more coffee money. Thus was Oddington's balance restored, until next year's queue mayhem.